Did you know that GHX Support received 1,754 cases in October that were related to some sort of registration activity? That's nearly 15% of Support's overall ticket volume. Of those cases, nearly 40% of them were new account number registrations. Each one of them were manual and overcomplicated with the current systems we have in place. You might be wondering why customers aren't using registrations. For starters, they have no way to maintain their data. That means they can't disable, edit, or re-request account numbers. While we added the ability for suppliers to initiate their own requests, there's still a huge learning curve, as well as many one-off scenarios. There are also a lot of custom setups where PO splitting, bill to account number registration, and one-to-many C+ table updates, just to name a few, are not supported in Registration Center today. And finally, customers may need to go to multiple places to gain the information they're looking for. This may include the Customer Center, the Super SAW, and even Registration Center itself. Did you know that it could take up to 10 minutes to register one single account number? That's nothing compared to the 10 business days our customers may have to wait just to get a boarding request out through this manual process. This process can be very complicated in Xsiebel alone. This doesn't even include all of the other applications we may need to go and update because we're maintaining multiple systems. These are just a few of the critical reasons why we really need a new process both internally and externally, especially as we move forward with Enhance. So what we've done to solve for this problem is we've taken a slice of the overall registration pie to prove out that the onboarding process when dealing with one-to-many account numbers that we need to be able to support can be simple when working with the right business logic. This is the consolidated workflow view from a provider organization standpoint. The application integrates into the EGX TPM model and database and is a Java application, so there's no Siebel development that's needed. On one side, they can see their entire hierarchy so that they can navigate between regions, facilities, anything that they may have set up at GHX. In the same view as their own hierarchy, they can see a view of all current and potential trading partners. This allows them to not have to navigate to multiple screens. Because we've consolidated this view, users can more easily see and maintain their relationships in one easy-to-navigate report. This is going to be the single source of truth no matter if you're internal or external. Users will be able to see transactional information, statuses of all of their account numbers and business processes in one place, as well as be able to search and sort any of the columns they choose to bring into view. Here's an example of a user who may want to do a quick search off of a column to find a trading partner or maybe a specific account number when they're viewing their entire hierarchy. Users can also toggle between different ordering channels, all suppliers, or only their trading partners. Once they are ready to make a new request, we'll actually even pre-fill out the form with the transactional information based on their organizational info. You can select multiple suppliers as well as multiple facilities and addresses by holding down the control option. The green and gray boxes indicate if a relationship exists or not so that customers can easily identify new opportunities. Because we know that the bulk upload process today is very time consuming, there's a way for users to now select all addresses under their hierarchy and board many or all of their suppliers, whether they're trading partners or not. This is a very important process for any of our new customers who are trying to ramp up quickly with trading partners so that they can start sending transactions and start seeing the value of GHX. In this view, users can also maintain their address information, contact information, any organizational information, including their capabilities, identifiers, subscribed products, things that we need to consolidate from Siebel today into one place, as well as see an audit trail. While it seems simple to add one new trading partner, we've made it much more efficient while eliminating the need to have any sort of spreadsheet when you only need to add a handful of account numbers at a time. A very common happening in the provider world is the addition of a new facility. When a provider gains a new address, they can now select only their existing trading partners to create the form template to board those account numbers. GHX is going to see more and more M&A activity. Currently, it can take up to 16 hours of work just to manipulate our processes and board one new facility to an IDN. With the addition of an effective go-live date for transactions, it will clear up the confusion on the supplier side that we currently experience with our processes. Here's another example of bulk upload capabilities. In this example, we're selecting all current trading partners across all of our IDN. This is a very common practice for providers who may want to just board one new transaction set across all other providers like invoices. It's also just as easy to take one part of your IDN tree that has multiple ship tos and board that to the one particular supplier. And with all of this registering, of course there will be notifications. Here's a sample of a new registration request that lets the user know that they need to take some action. Speaking of action, there are many things a user can do depending on their roles beyond just approving and denying requests. Here they have the ability to add and re-request new business processes, manage any stop rules, update account number information, as well as bulk upload and export of any of their reports. When entering a new request, an organization may have a very unique setup where they want to override the default values we set up in the form. Here they can override the ISA and GS values depending on their roles. This one process alone can help us simplify and scale our processes so that we're able to save both time and money, becoming more strategic partners. This will also make it easier for customers to do business with GHX and their own trading partners, which ultimately enables for providers to give better patient care.